Hey, what's up guys? This is Josh from Sense of Self. Have you ever felt really motivated? Have you ever felt really pumped? You just want to do something, you want to start a project. Maybe you want to start making videos like me, or maybe you want to do Photoshop. You want to learn how to use it properly and create some really awesome art. So next morning you wake up, you're so pumped. You just want to go and do it. You have that fire in your belly. You want to go and do something. So you start on your project. And you get through it. It's such a productive day. The next day, same thing, the same fire in your belly. But then a week passes. So what happens after a week is you start to lose the drive, you start to lose that fire, and you can't be bothered to do the project, you can't be bothered to work on it that day. And you're like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Next day, same thing happens, I'll do it tomorrow. A week passes, another week passes, and you're still like, I can't be bothered to do it, like I don't feel like it. I won't do it because you don't feel like it. You want to feel nice, you want to feel safe. So you don't do it. A week passes, a month passes, a year passes. You have not finished that project. You literally worked on that project for maybe a few days, maybe a week, maybe a month even. But then you stopped. What happened? Why did you stop that? Well, in this video, I'm going to be telling you how to use motivation properly, because that is not the right way to use motivation. You cannot rely on it forever. And you know this, motivation is only temporary. You can't rely on feeling good. You can't rely on wanting to do the project that day so that you work on it. Sometimes you have to work on it when you aren't motivated. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you how to utilize motivation properly, the proper way to use it, because most people rely on motivation way too much. They need it. They need it to do things. But that's not how the real world works. You can't be motivated forever. So let's jump straight into this video and I'll be telling you how to use motivation properly. So the first thing you need to realize about motivation is that it is temporary. It does not last forever. And once you realize this, you can start to use it properly. So after you've realized that, the thing you can do now is use motivation to build habits. You can use motivation to build discipline. Why, you may ask? Well, habits last a lifetime, if you think about it. Let's think of all the bad habits you have. How long have you had them for? You might have even had them since you were a kid. It might have stemmed from childhood. You might have been a nail biter and you're still a nail biter to this day. That bad habit is stuck with you. But what about good habits? Brushing your teeth every morning. You might have started when you were a kid, but it's stuck with you until you were an adult. Now think about this in terms of a project, an artistic project, or maybe a business project even. If you start the habit, now you can carry this out into the future. If you do 2 hours of work every day and you do this consistently, and you do this over an extended period of time, that will stick with you and it'll become normal to you. It will actually become harder not to do it than to actually go and get the work done. So it'll be a lot easier for you in the long run, right? So now, how can you apply motivation to this? Well, motivation, it gives you that energy boost. It gives you that drive, the fire in the belly, as I said in the intro. So once you have that fire in the belly, you have that motivation, the drive to go and do the project, to start it, and to kind of get things done. So you do this for a couple of days, and like I said before, usually the motivation drops off. What I found in my own experience and other people around me to be better is to maybe not do a whole day of work the next day, maybe only do it for an hour or two. You might still have that fire, you want to do more, but no, cut it off after maybe an hour, 2 hours, up to like maybe 4 hours max, right? Because you've only started this. You don't want to do like 10 hours the first day, then it cuts down to like 1 hour the next day, and then it cuts down to 0. If you can consistently do it for maybe 2, 3, maybe 1 hour a day, even 30 minutes a day, then it's a lot easier to sustain, because you won't need as much drive to do it to do 30 minutes of work, right? So now you've had the initial motivation, a week passes, the motivation is starting to die down, but here's the catch. You've only been doing maybe 30 minutes to 2 hours of work every day. That's a lot more doable than 10 hours. So now, it's going to be a lot easier to actually get yourself to do it. But if you don't feel like doing it, well, that means that you don't have the motivation to do it, and you're a lot less likely to do it. So like I said before, motivation is temporary. How do you get over this? I talked about this in a previous video. I'll link that in the description. But there's something that I like to call the 5-second rule. So when you don't feel like doing something, you're just like, nah, I don't want to do this. Count to 5 and go and do it. Literally, if you're like, I don't want to do this, you can reprogram your mind so that you're going to have to start this. This is another habit that you can develop while trying to develop this other habit of working on your project. All you have to do is count to 5 and then go. It gives you no room to think. So what you have to do is simply, when I don't feel like it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go. You move to do it straight away. It gives you no room to think, and it gets you started on the 30 minutes a day that you set yourself to do. Sure, there's going to be some days where you don't do it, but don't make it perpetual. Don't create a habit of putting it off, because when you create a habit of putting it off, then the other habit is destroyed. So you're going to have to use the motivation to fuel you initially, but do not spend so much time the next day doing it, because it's a lot harder to sustain that. Unless you know you will be motivated forever, which is impossible, don't do it. Don't do it. 1 hour a day, 30 minutes a day, even 20 minutes a day is better than 10 hours one day than nothing ever. Once you start to build this habit, it becomes automatic. You don't need the motivation anymore. You don't require that fire. Sure, it's nice when you are really pumped in the morning, you're like, yes, let's go do this, let's go do this. But when you don't have that and you rely on that to do the work, then you will get nothing done for the majority of your life, because how long are you really motivated? How long does your motivation last for? It's different for everyone. But there will be a time when perhaps you're really, really motivated. You work 10 hours every day for like a month, but then you burn out. Now you're not motivated. Now you're really sleepy because you've overworked yourself, because you've used the motivation incorrectly. This is why it's so important to kind of shorten the length of time that you're doing it per day in order to maximize the amount of time you're spending on it for your entire lifetime even. So this basically means that you will get the project done eventually. It's much better than starting something, having that drive, working 10 hours a day, but then never finishing it. You will finish it. And that's how you use motivation properly. How you can maximize the effects of motivation to create habits, to create discipline, and to just get a lot more work done throughout your life. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's a bit rainy today, so I don't know if there's going to be rain on the lens and stuff. Like, I got the other camera angle with Addy. Say hi, say what's up, Addy.
What's up, guys?
So I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Sorry about the bad weather. I don't know if it actually affected the video quality. There might be a bit of wind. I got some new equipment. Well, I didn't get it. I actually found the equipment that I already had, but I didn't know it was so good for this kind of thing. So now I'm using this new, we'll see how it goes, kind of experimenting around with it. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope this really helps you out. I hope you guys use this information in your real life in order to achieve what you want to achieve, in order to move one step closer towards your dream life. Move one step closer towards your ideal self, the person that you want to be. If you want to see more videos like this that can help you with discipline, habits, happiness in general, and trying to become the best version of yourself, we're all on this journey. I'm on this journey, and I want you guys to join me on this journey to become the best version of ourselves and, I guess, self-actualize. If you guys don't know what that means, it means simply achieving your true potential, your full potential in this life. Because our lives are so short, it's so limited. We do not have infinite time. So I hope you use this information well. Check out my channel for more videos like this. I would really appreciate it too. Click that like button, comment down below if you got any questions about this, or if you just want to say hi. Like, I appreciate that too. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.